Hello, hello, hey guys. Welcome to another Ask Me Anything question. Welcome from the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains in western North Carolina. Alexia and I are on somewhat of a retreat in a cabin, trying to get a lot of work done. But unfortunately, I am quite sick with some type of flu, so you will probably hear a lot of sniffing and sniffling and sneezing, coughing, and the occasional sipping of tea. But anyway, today we have a great question. We have the question, what is the difference between the verbs to say and to tell? Okay, so this is a really good question and not the easiest question to answer. So before we get started, I just want to clarify that we are talking about grammar here, right? And it is always a good thing to remember that with grammar, there are exceptions to every rule. So we do have some general rules for the verbs to say and to tell, but just remember that we create grammar rules in order to try to explain the way that we speak. So they do not always work. Sometimes native speakers use incorrect grammar, and grammar is constantly changing. It is constantly on the move. It is always in a state of evolution. Okay, so now that that is out of the way, let's get to the topic at hand. Let's talk about the verbs to say and to tell. So I think the easiest and most general rule that I can think of is simply the way that I learned this when I was a little kid in elementary school. I remembered that my teacher always said, you say something and you tell someone. So one more time, you say something and you tell someone. So this is a very simple rule, which is why I like it. But I think it is really, really useful for you to understand the difference between these two very similar verbs. So let's look at some examples. So for example, let's imagine John said he does not want to go to the party on Friday. Okay? About to sneeze. Okay, so John said he does not want to go to the party on Friday. So in this case, John is saying something. He is not speaking directly to someone, but he is simply stating information, right? On the other hand, we could have the example, John told Sarah that he does not want to go to the party on Friday. So the difference here is, in this case, we use the verb to tell because John is speaking directly to Sarah. He is telling her that information. So just one more time, John said he doesn't want to go to the party, and then John told Sarah he doesn't want to go to the party, okay? And just a quick note, something that I'm thinking of right now, it's probably a good thing to take a mental note that both of these verbs are irregular in the past. So in the present tense, we have to say, and then in the past we have said, so say, said. And we also have to tell in the present, and then told in the past. So tell, told. So just a couple more examples using this rule of you say something and you tell someone. So for example, let me think. So sick. Okay, so I remember when I was young, my mom always said, clean your room, right? So in this case, we're using the verb to say because we are talking about the information that my mom was expressing. We are not specifically saying the point of this statement is not that she told me. The point of the statement is that she expressed this information. So on the contrary, we have the example, when I was young, my mom always told me to clean my room, right? So in this case, we are using the verb to tell because she was speaking directly to me. She was telling me something. So I hope that this simple rule helps you understand the difference between these two verbs, helps you clarify things a bit. I know it's pretty complicated, but I think that this very simple rule will really start pushing you in the right direction and help you notice the patterns of when you will be able to intuitively use the verb to say and to tell in the correct context. I know it's complicated. With grammar, it's always complicated. So with grammar, we like to do our best to keep it simple. Okay, guys, I'm going to get some more tea because I feel terrible. I hope that helps. Have a great day. Bye-bye.